Hey, we are back with another video. It's it's July 27th, I think. And these are not baby guppies. They are a mass of sea monkeys about to go into battle with some guppies. My money would be on the guppies. And I get 2 containers like this out of each hatch in the 2-liter hatchers that I use. So I'll go through a bit of a fry explosion lately. Part of that is from feeding the live baby brine shrimp each day. This is a pretty large batch of 3/4 reds or platinum reds that I got out of the ATFG ones. And I'll try to show the parents a few minutes into the video. But I was doing a water change and noticed a couple of babies in there yesterday, and then I kind of looked a little closer, pulled out the plants, and saw there was probably about 20 or so in there. They're pretty uniform. Doesn't seem to be any different coloration or anything. I did already put in some live baby brine shrimp for them, so try to zoom in. Maybe we can see, well, you can see they're already eating the shrimp because their bellies have turned pink and gotten fat. So there we go. Maybe one of them will go after one on here, and probably not. And then today I noticed that there's fry in here, which I have to get out. These are probably about 20 minutes old. Pretty tiny. See if we can focus on them. I think I may have a few albinos, and I mention that because this female is the one that had, well, that male that's in there, that had the albino, they're like a lace or cobra pattern ones that were in the last video or two, and the black lace snakeskins, which was the male who's in there somewhere. I don't know where he went. There he is. So what I did was, he was from the first batch she had, and so I obviously waited till he got a little bigger, and I put him in with one of the albino females that she had a couple months ago, and see if we can get this focus. And so I wanted to go back from him to the female and see if we had any other kind of a difference in the fry. So this is the result, because she hadn't had babies for about 3 months, and I put him in about 2 months ago. So these are definitely from that pairing. And I'm trying to look real close, which is never easy. Not seeing any albinos yet, unless that one is. That might be one. I think it is. Yeah, it looks like an albino. So I'm still getting some albinos, which is great. Now I did get fry in the tank with the albino snakeskins, cobras, whatever the heck I'm calling them. And I think that's another one. Or it could be the same one that moved. It's getting harder to see these guys. I might have to back out a bit. Having a little trouble with the light overhead. So anyhow, so there are fry. Obviously I have to find a place to put them, and I have to put the adults back in their tank. They were in a 2.5 gallon tank, because like I said before, I like to use 2.5 gallon tanks for crosses, because it keeps the fish close proximity to each other, so that the male has a better shot at impregnating the female. That's the whole point of the small tanks for that. But this isn't the tank they've been in. It's just for the wonderful video. So that's the albino tank over there, and that's just the black snakeskin tank. So I did get some fry in here, which you could see in the last video. There's one zipping around. So we'll keep at it, trying to get that line kind of set. And So what do you call a belt made out of watches? It's a waste of time. Waste of time. Ugh. Really bad. Really bad. So these are the fry from the intense red albinos I got from ATFG. The longfin female had this batch. Really hoping the camera can pick this up. Sometimes I can't tell as I'm filming it. It looks better when I'm watching the video that I shot. But anyway, today, like I said, is July 27th. And let's see, lost my train of thought there for a second. July 27th, and these fish were born June 25th, so they are about 5 weeks old, more or less. And if I can actually get them to stay on here, you can see we're already getting some color in the top part of the tail, which is pretty cool. See if I can actually keep the fish on here. Now, this is not what you would say is a male, with the anal fin getting sharper or bigger. It's definitely going to be a long fin, because that's what's growing. It's a little hard to keep them on, but I think you can tell that there's quite a few that are going to be long fin. Hopefully not too many, because the longfin males can't impregnate the females. I kind of wonder if they can the first at the beginnings, when the gonopodium forms, before it gets to be a long monstrosity. Wonder about that. I'm not sure. Someday I'll try and do an experiment by keeping them together, I guess, with just a couple of longfin males in the beginning, but I'm not going to take that chance with these because I'm really counting on growing these out so I can really get that strain, get a kind of a foothold in the fish room with them. I'd love to have about 4 or 5 tanks of these going and be able to start selling some at some point. I'm hoping I'll be able to ship next week. This week is looking like an impossibility. The forecast for today was 98, and I think it made it to 95, which still is uncomfortable when you factor in the mid-Atlantic humidity. So that's rather uncomfortable. And now, instead of the temperature breaking Tuesday the 28th, it's supposed to hang around in the mid-90s for the next 2 days at least. So writing this week off as another wash. About the only way I can ship is express mail. I've shipped a couple of packages to people that wanted express, which I have no problem with, but it is expensive if you're not like within New York or New Jersey or Maryland or something like that. But anyway, so that's what's going on with these, and I will show the female that had these and the 3/4 red platinum thingamajigs. Here's the newborn fry again. They were just born, so today's their birthday, and I gotta write down what's what. And that is a black Moscow female with the black lace snakeskin male who just decided to hide. And that is a albino female, which I mentioned before. She looks to be full of fry to be, so we should be able to get another batch in this combination. I wasn't sure if I was going to get fry out of this one again, because this is the one I did the video before where she had 4 drops of fry from the male black lace snakeskin that had passed away 4 months ago. Well, now about 6 months ago. So this male is the father of these, so at least that worked. So I'll show those other fish and try to wrap things up and hang in there. And these are the I guess they're platinum 3/4 reds, or I apologize. Somebody had mentioned what they are, and I forgot already because yeah, I have to be retrained frequently. What can you say? So these are the females. One of them had a bunch of fry, which I showed just a few minutes ago. These are beautiful fish. The male is developed nicely. I think I forget when I got these. I'll have to go back and look. Maybe I can remember to put that in the description of the video. But I did feed them some live baby brine shrimp as well. And I do that every day with the all the fish. Some people stop feeding adults frozen adult brine shrimp or live baby brine shrimp after about 6 months of age for the males, because there's some evidence that feeding food like that after they're 6 months old can make them like heavy in the body in the front, chesty. Not a good thing if you're trying to keep the same consistency with the fish. So I still feed them the live baby brine shrimp, and also once in a while they get the adult frozen brine shrimp. But used to be able to get the frozen or the live adult brine shrimp at a local fish store, but with the virus situation I haven't been going much. I went there a couple days ago and they didn't have it, so that took care of that. Now this is the female, the long fin female that had those month-old fry. So by normal calculations, you'd think she is ready to drop some more fry within the next week or so. And my guess it'll be a little bit longer. Albinos frequently will go a little bit longer than the 30 days. It's really like 25 to 35 days as a normal gestation period between drops. And she has a nice dorsal, good color, the long fins, like a gull wing kind of pec fins. So I'll be very happy to get another drop of fry out of her. Now if you remember the other videos on these, I had a fantastic looking male. That male got killed by the other female, the non-long fin female. And she was starting to do this one in a couple of weeks ago. Just happened to notice the behavior was getting weird. This one was hiding up in the plants all the time. And since she was so far the baby producer, I don't want anything to happen to her. So I moved out the other female into like a 1.5 gallon container. And that's where she's going to stay, because I really can't trust her with other fish apparently. So I will put another male in there at some point when I have more. Or, to be honest, I may use her for crosses, the other one. I don't know. I don't want to risk losing that one either, but you know, it's not something you want. So I did watch a couple of really awful movies, mostly the Mystery Science Theater version. One really mind-numbing one was Robot Holocaust. Truly, it has to be one of the top 5 awful movies to go with Robot Monster, Plan 9 from Outer Space, and one of the other ones that I just forgot. So the best part probably was the screaming like a wall of sock worms, and they just kind of managed to kill some of the people in the movie, even though they were obviously low budget sock worms with teeth. Very weird. It was really a mind-numbing movie. The main girl, I guess, woman in it, was like a cross between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Elmer Fudd, the way she talked. So that was a little tough to get used to. And another one I watched was The Screaming Skull, another Mystery Science Theater version. But the best part is it had a Gumby short before it, which was really cool. And appropriate, because Gumby gets done in by robots. So weird stuff. But anyway, that's what's going on with the explosion of fry. That one had them a month ago. These I've gotten quite a few fry out of them actually. The most recent, like I said, was yesterday, and I think I have 3 other drops from them. And these, you can't see anything with the glare. These are the snow white albinos, and I'll get off of that because all you're seeing is glare. And these are the one of the 2 large batches I got from the intricate lace red snakeskins. There is 1 albino in there, and these males are starting to get their coloration. It's just starting to come in. If I can get a male on here, this one's just starting to get the pointed anal fin. And I thought I had a male that had some color already. That's the albino, hiding in the back. A little bit smaller than the others. Alright, don't know where the other one went that had some color. Might be him. That's a female. That's alright. Disappeared. Alright, this video is getting long. I'll have another one up in a few days. Everybody take care, stay safe, avoid the crazy people, they're everywhere, and enjoy your fish.